We're here at the Rainbow Retreat Lodge with Deb Castillo, Dr. Kevin Kwiecien, and me, Mark Battiato. And I thought we'd just take a few minutes update for people that are going to watch this on Growth and the Greatness. Some of you know who we are, and just update to our alumni and dentists that are with us here this week for our 13th time here at the Lodge case presentation retreat. But the purpose of this kind of gigabyte talk is we wanted to kind of just share a little insight what we're doing with Growth and the Greatness now, and our consulting and coaching. We've recently brought on Dr. Kevin Kwiecien from onto our team, or he's blessed us by coming on, and just kind of what that, we'd like just to kind of talk about a little bit of what that means, how you see it, Deb, and just my perspective, and then Kevin's perspective on what that means for kind of our roles in dentistry coaching and our model, what that's going to be for future dentists that we get to work with, and how Kevin sees that too. And so I'd like to kind of hear your perspective a little bit.
Well, I like the fact, Mark, that you said that we've been blessed with bringing Kevin on board, because I really do feel it's been a blessing. And, we're just like a lot of our clients, we're always on the path of learning. We're always on the path of discovery. Yep. And sometimes for that discovery to continue to happen, we need a little inspiration. And that's what Kevin has brought us, as well as all of our clients have over the years. But Kevin, most dramatically in the last 6 months, has brought us a lot of inspiration, and given us an opportunity to kind of look at what we do and see what keeping in mind the result that we've always wanted for our clients, is there a way we could enhance it? Could we get more than what we've had in the past? And could we get more with what we have as far as our personal resources? Or is there an opportunity, and there just happened to be, and we always say that, things happen for a reason, but could there be a reason why we could bring more energy to the group, and by bringing that energy to the group, get a different result for our clients, or maybe just enhance the result for our clients? And Kevin, you've presented that opportunity, and we are truly grateful and really pleased to have you on our team, because I think it's going to certainly you've enriched our lives already, or mine personally, because we didn't know one another very well prior to that, but that we're seeing that happen with our clients, and it's been something to watch that transformation, which we've always been privileged to watch with our clients, even be something greater than it had been before, or have another side to it that many of our clients have wanted. So we really appreciate that, and thank you, Mark, for reaching out to Kevin, and thank you, Kevin, for joining us.
Well, it's kind of interesting, because when I lived in Arizona, I worked for my father-in-law for many years at the business school, and then Deb and I have been together 18 years, and I met Kevin when I moved to Medford, and Kevin was in Portland when he practiced there, and then I met Kevin like 15 years ago, maybe, or at a painting study club.
We should figure it out one day.
Yeah, and then, but there was a note I found, I remember that message that said maybe one day we'll work together.
Yeah.
And then when I moved back to Arizona, then Kevin and I kind of reconnected, and so here we are now. This is actually the third time that, Kevin, you've been here at the retreat.
Yeah. But this is the first time as part of it, official part of it. Yeah. Exciting. Yeah. I guess I should say, first of all, if you guys could both call me every morning and make me feel as good as you just did, I will. I'm grateful and humbled to be loved. I really am, and appreciate it. Everybody wants that. And sometimes we forget it, and even how things have transpired, I guess I would take this opportunity, because maybe I haven't yet, and it presents itself to, sometimes I don't come across as being so grateful because there's been so much change so quickly.
I've been thinking about that.
Exactly. But that's who I am. But I am like so grateful, and then I think about it on a regular basis, but I don't always get a chance to say it, or the opportunity, and I am grateful. And to be, I guess, brought in with so much love, like to any family, is a big deal. And sometimes we don't know how to accept it. And I think for me it was, I need to move on, and we'd been talking for years, like that note that you said.
Exactly.
And it's been way, way more and better than I could have ever imagined. But we just let it evolve organically, which I think was even better. And I've been, as you know, I've been watching you, both of you, for years. We think it might be, 12, 15 years. I don't know what it is.
Right.
And I think that because it's always been out there, it's always been something we just keep talking about, that it wasn't surprising, yet it just sort of happened. And so I know who you are, and we've been talking for years. And I think that's why it just sort of made sense, because we have similar values, I guess, and the way we think and the way we work is it flows. It's very congruent with what we want practices to do. So anyway, it just for some reason it just seemed to make sense. So I'm really grateful, by the way, and it just sort of happened, and we let it happen organically, and yet I'm really, really grateful. So thank you.
Well, it's the last 6 months, just like we ask our dentists to kind of revitalize, Kaizen their work and look at things. You brought that to Deb and I, just looking at all our work, sometimes saying, why are you guys doing that? And why do we need to change this or look at this and refocus our work in the field? And one thing that I want to just say to the people that have worked with us, and even in the future doctors that we get to work with, is that we're going to stay to our core values, and that is health, vitality, individualization with practices. We're not going to be getting huge and trying to be all things to all people. We want to just stay focused and work with our clients in a deep way, and connect with them in a deeper way. And one of the things we're not going to violate is when a doctor works with us, they're going to work with the principles. We're not going to farm them out to somebody, and whether that's good or bad, but they're going to work with the people that are in the trenches with them. And we have an opportunity to have a doctor on our team now that can see with different eyes, see with the doctor's eyes, see what their struggles are, and has been a dentist, knows the pain, struggles, and opportunities, and the joys, and the ups and downs, and be able to kind of work in that arena to help facilitate their growth. And Deb's continual learning and our facilitation of how we can make things better for everybody. And I think that's a good thing to do. I think anytime you try to improve yourself and try to improve other people's lives, good things will happen. And when you're blessed to be in an industry that I think many of the dentists that are here, they care. They care about other people. And when you care, good things happen. And my hope and prayer is that we all can keep making a difference. And we have, and we will continue to do that. And as we evolve and grow and change and help others, then hopefully they can make an impact, and that's the good things.
I think that's a big part of it. We talk about it all the time. The three of us, Deb and I, do a lot lately too, because we're sort of reworking when we go into practices. Is that it's congruent. It's if we're not changing and growing, how can we go into a practice and ask them to change and grow? And so as we're changing, we're still doing what we're doing, just like a practice does. As they're changing and growing, they still have to practice and create, and so we're changing and growing as we're trying to do our job, and we can say to them in a very congruent way, yeah, we are too, and shouldn't we always be doing it? And I think that's one of the things that I have loved so much about working with both of you, even though there's even been some difficult conversations, right, that we can talk about. And that's what happens in practices too. So my favorite thing is we can look every practice in the eye and go, I know, we do it too. And wouldn't it be a shame if we didn't?
Right.
And I think that's one of the best things about working with both of you. And it's put a lot of pressure on you. And then Deb, when we go into practices now, and we're looking at changing all of the days, it's like redoing it's redoing the whole curriculum.
Yes, it is.
So that's
It's redoing it. Actually, I believe it's more Kaizening. It's more improving. It's more looking at what we have and saying, is there potential there that we haven't tapped into? And, really kind of looking at it from that perspective, because you share the core values that we've had, bringing to our dentists for the last 18 years. You share those very much with us. So, the changes that we're having are really not creating a chaos, but rather than creating energy. And seeing that energy and that vitality, the word that you use, which is part of our conference this week, that vitality kind of coming back into what we do and how we feel about it, and hopefully, being something that really helps our clients, which is where our focus is, see them reach their vision, their goals, what they want to accomplish in their practices, and how their teams are able to do that as well.
I really do. I think it's what we're meant to do. It's we follow our passions, and And even though I love dentistry and I love being a dentist, it's always education and coaching, consulting has always sort of been there, right? And it's like, and you got to sort of, sometimes you got to sort of pick your path a little bit. And you guys.
Well, since we're in a very special place, there's a very special passage in a very special book that says when two or more are together, it's very powerful, but a cord of three stands strong. So I think the exciting thing for me is when you have Kevin, come in with Deb, I've seen Deb kind of get revitalized and vitality, and I know Deb is getting younger, so to have that revitalization, because I still have to work for another 10, 15 years. I need to have her stay in the game. And really, like I said to people all the time, my dentists know this, and doctors, I said, I'll never find another Deb, which I know I won't. And, you know, so people have asked me, what are you going to do, Mark, when Deb's not here? What are you going to do? And I said, I don't know. But to see the revitalization and for us to all go deeper in different ways. And hey, you know, who knows? Bill Bailey always said all positions are temporary. Let that give hope to the poor, caution to the rich. But he said every generation succeeds the last. You can always make things better. And this is a time where we can do that and make a difference. So
Absolutely. It's an exciting time for us. And we're seeing that being something even at this conference where many of our clients are really excited about it too, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, me too.
Yeah.
Totally. My energy is better than it's been in most of my life. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think that's, any other parting comments, or Kevin? All right, well, that was our first gig, a bite.